Cheer. You guys are now listening to the Crime Pays podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Sanchez. I got my co-host with me, Young Glizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on, Glizzy?
I am chilling, bro.
Welcome back
doing good.
to the pod, dude.
Yeah, bro. We took a little break, huh?
Nah, just scheduling issues, bro.
Yeah, that's really
I'm a
what
busy
it is.
man. You're a busy man.
Yeah, we don't stop, bro.
Yeah, I work a full-time job, and I had to get over here, you know what I mean? But it feels good to be back, bro.
It does. I like doing it.
Yeah, I always feel at home when I'm out here. I had a good week, stayed on my training. Right now, I'm grooving off the Zyn pack, and I broke my diet. I had a banana pudding, so my testosterone levels are through the roof, and my sugar levels are through the roof right now.
Dude.
So I'm here. I'm ready to party, dude.
I've been doing good too, bro. I've been on a diet, a consistent diet. I mean, you know, I wouldn't say it's a hard diet. I've just been craving a lot of salad, so I've been eating salad, more protein. I've been trying to stay away from carbs, not too much. You know what I mean? Today I'm going to eat some rice and orange chicken.
Yeah.
But, you know, I've been sticking a little to a healthier diet. Also, I haven't been smoking as much because when I got sick last time, bro, I'm like coughing up boogers, bro. Yeah. You know, I know TMI, but I was like, fuck. Like, well, let me stop fucking smoking for a bit. And I've taken a puff of my girl's vape every now and then, but, you know, like I've been off the Zinnies and I'm doing pretty fine with it. Yeah, the only thing is I have a concern with the Zinni is if it's going to recede my gum lines.
It is, dude. It is 100% going to. I was roasting you the last episode about vaping and going into Zyn, and the universe spoke to me through algorithm, and it sent me like a warning. Zyn damages, it recedes your gum line. It could cause mouth cancer. Not to the percentage of tobacco, like raw tobacco, like that shit that the rednecks spit out and all that shit. But considering that we're always putting a Zyn under our lip all day, every day, with time, it will fuck you up.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm going to go back to smoking.
I mean, and mouth cancer is no joke, bro.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? And I was thinking, I was like, yo, you know, I haven't been spitting as much. What the fuck is this shit? Like, you know, you're swallowing it little by little. Yeah. So I'm like I've been a little more concerned about that because, you know, one thing about your lungs is your lungs get healthy again, dude. Yeah. Like your lungs go back. Your gums don't go back.
Yeah. Oh, you just said your gums go back. Your gums don't go back. You're talking about
your lungs.
Lungs and gums. I got you.
Yeah. Lungs go back to normal. Your gums don't. Yeah. Like once you fuck up your gums are fucked.
Yeah. Well, let's touch on a subject real quick. It's called etiquette about other people's women, right? I saw this thing where the fighter Habib, right? He was at a show, and I think like a politician came up to him, shook his hand, and the wife of the politician went to shake Habib's hand, and he didn't do it. He left her like hanging. He was like, no. You know what I mean? It comes to find out in Muslim culture, you don't shake a woman's hand. You know what I mean? Out of respect for the husband. You know what I mean? As I get older, I mature more. You know what I'm saying? I'm more respectful. I'm mindful of things. As Hispanics, we tend to kiss
other people's women
on the cheek, right? We do that.
Yeah.
Out of like a show of love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I stopped doing that. So when somebody like introduces their wife to me, now I usually shake his hand. I give him a pound, a hug, and I'll like shake her hand. You know what I mean? Like, hey, how you doing? I'm Chris. Nice to meet you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do the same thing.
But now I'm thinking maybe I'm not gonna do that no more. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know that guys are into that, and they kind of explained it to me, where like, you know, in Muslim things, it's like a man's wife is like sacred to him. She's exclusive to him. Like they don't even let them walk around showing their face. I mean, so they definitely don't want nobody touching them.
Look, you know like I agree with you.
I kind of get it.
I get it, but you know, like you gotta remember, we're Hispanics. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's almost impossible. You know what I mean? In our culture, right? Because Muslim culture is not our culture. We'll just be looked at like an asshole. Yeah. Like if someone doesn't understand.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't kiss women on the cheek no more, right? I don't do it, right? Out of respect for my girl, because it bothered her, even though she's Hispanic and she gets it. Yeah. But she feels like it's only for family. So what I do now is I don't even shake a woman's hand straight. I shake it like this, like with my palm downward, and I let her grab my hand, and I go like that. You know what I'm saying? And I almost like, you know, like tilt my head down. I don't look at her in the eye when the man's there. And then I'll shake his hand firm, give him a hug, and hey. That way she just doesn't feel left out and feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I do.
All right. Let's say you're on the phone. You're on the phone, right?
Yeah.
With a girl you're talking to or whatever.
Yeah.
And your homeboy is around, but you're not around. He doesn't know you're not around, right? He comes in, he sees the girl, and he goes, "What's up, gorgeous?" And she goes, "Oh, hi, how you doing? This and that, blah, blah." All right. And then he goes about his business. Is that a violation?
He didn't know?
He didn't know I was. He didn't. Like, they didn't know you're in the room. Remember? You know what I mean?
Oh, they didn't know I was in the room, or they didn't know I was talking to the girl?
They knew you were talking to the girl, but they didn't know.
That's a violation, bro.
It is a violation.
That's a violation, dude. You're not my homie, dude.
Yeah, right.
You're not my homie, and that girl for saying hello and not checking it is not my girl. Now, if I'm just talking to the girl, I won't judge her on that.
Yeah.
Now, if that girl is my girl,
yeah,
and she accepts him calling her gorgeous, she ain't my girl no more either. Like, I'm like, I go extreme. No. I go 1 to 100, dude. It's all over, dude. The whole family's ruined, dude. Yeah.
Now, when you meet his girl, will you get payback or you just let it slide?
Oh, okay. Now I see where you're going.
Yeah. Because I think I'm gonna grab Buddy's girl's hand and kiss it and call her beautiful in front of him.
Hello, you beautiful specimen of a woman.
Yeah, you, know
you gotta go like OD. It really depends who it is. How the situation
should I not
was.
be Petty Sanchez?
I mean, I think it's petty.
Yeah,
I might do it too. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I would never. You know, it depends on the circumstances. I might do the same shit. You know what I mean? Like just to get paid. Like, if you broke up my whole family because of that, because I went from 1 to 100, I'll do it to you. I'll be like, yeah, hey, gorgeous, beautiful, you sexy lady.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll go in.
We'll see, dude. We'll see how
I'll make sure he's watching too.
We'll see how I handle that shit, motherfucker. Got you.
Give her a Spanish kiss on the cheek too.
All right. Moving on. Let's get into some topics, bro. Rajah Jackson, the son of Rampage Jackson, went viral this week because he beat up a pro wrestler, which was supposed to be a staged event. You know, as you guys know, wrestling is theater mixed with athletics. You know what I'm saying? It's not 100% fake. You can get hurt. You will, if you become a long-time wrestler, you will have back, neck problems.
Yeah.
You are getting your ass kicked. You know, you're getting slapped around. You're getting banged around. But, you know, what happened was, you know, he's a live streamer now. They're gaining momentum, him and his dad. They have a good stream on Kick. And they've been collaborating with big streamers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting traction. So, all right. So, give you a little backstory. Rajah is an MMA fighter, up and coming, right? During training, he got knocked out on stream and was getting trolled for it. Suffered a concussion. They say, yo, you can't train for a long time. You know what I mean? You got a concussion, you got to lay off the training. No more getting hit in the head for a while. So he goes to do this stream, pro wrestling event, get a check, get some money for tips on the live stream. As you guys don't know, if you guys do a live stream, people could tip you. He has an audience. He's getting money doing that. So the guy, the other wrestler, not Rajah, the guy he's going to wrestle, sees that, you know, there's cameras around, the kid is streaming, and he grabs a beer can and hits Rajah over the head with it. Can explodes. Rajah gets offended by it. You know what I'm saying? Wants to
I
fight
would
the guy.
too.
People want to separate the thing, you know what I mean? They separate them. He's like, nah, I don't play that. I ain't playing that. He wants to get at the guy. The other wrestlers pull him away and just say, you know what, get your lick back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they meant pummel the guy to death.
Yeah.
I just think, you know, put a little extra slap on the when you're chopping him to the neck. You know, the body slam, throw it a little harder. You know what I mean? That's how I understood it. But he took it literally when it was time for him to get in the ring. He went, picked the guy up, slammed him on his head. I think the slam knocked the guy out.
Yeah, that's what it looks like in the video.
Yeah, the guy's out. Like when he hits the mat, his head bounces off the mat. He looks out, and the guy's an army veteran. You know what I mean? And he was doing pro wrestling as a dream of his. You know what I mean? And to work with his PTSD that he had from the military and things like that. So, Raja gets him in a full mount and starts decking him 20 unanswered punches while the guy wailing. While the guy was out unconscious. You know what I mean? The guy allegedly flatlined on the mat. They weren't able to resuscitate him for 7 minutes. Thank God he lived. He's alive. He's in ICU right now. Prayers go out to his family. As far as consequences for Raja, the California PD is investigating the incident. There should be an arrest coming. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd-degree felony of aggravated battery. And it's just it's a messed up situation, you know what I mean? And the culprit is, I believe, it's the chat, it's the stream of the chat that kind of trolled him into doing that. You know what I mean? There's no excuse for it. You still have to be a man. You still have to be responsible. That doesn't give you away from pummeling him, but I feel like they influenced him to do that through trolling, through embarrassment, through tips, to try to get more subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
I do think they influenced him. Yeah. Now, I do think he's a piece of shit for doing that. You know what I mean? But, I can't make up an excuse for him, bro. Like, he did that, and whether the chat influenced him or not, like, that was a piece of shit thing to do, bro.
Yeah.
It's not like that guy was Dwayne Johnson. The guy wasn't that big.
Yeah, and the guy didn't see it coming, which kind of makes it cowardly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you invite somebody out to a street fight, and the guy, like you guys are the same age, maybe the guy's bigger than you, and he says, okay, let's do it. You want to fight? And then you guys both agree to combat. There's no rules in a street fight. You know what I mean? If that's what happens, that's what happens. Street fights are very dangerous. It doesn't mean that you're gonna live. You could die in a street fight. That's why it's so serious. That's why your number one thing should always be get away from a street fight.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how it's going to end. How many times you've been on the internet, you've seen one person get punched in the face, they fall down, head bounces on the concrete, dead. Manslaughter charge for what? For ego? For bullshit? The best thing to go. But now I can take my own advice on these kind of things. I tend to, get triggered when
you
try
do.
me. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
But I've been good about it for the past couple of years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that comes with maturity and growth. I'm a 44-year-old man. Raja's 25-year-old fucking testosterone-filled MMA fighting kid who's getting trolled online off the chain. Even his dad trolls him on the stream.
You can't listen to these comments, dude. Yeah. I think that's like the lesson people should take from this. Like, bro, you know how many bad comments we get on a daily, dude? Yeah. Especially you, dude. Like, you should be mad.
What I'm doing out here is I'm rage baiting.
Yeah,
right? I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a retired rapper. I'm not a retired basketball player with all these great stories, bro. I'm just a guy who is out here trying to trigger people so you guys watch my show. And hopefully I can save you. I can save you from a life of working your whole life, and you know what I mean? Fucking maybe this podcast will take off and I'll die a happy man knowing I contributed to my nephew fulfilling his dreams.
Yeah,
I never had a dream when I was a kid. My kid, I honestly didn't think I was going to live to be 44.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And I still, to today, I take every day, day by day.
I'm just trying to blow up.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll die a happy man if I'm on my deathbed and I look at you and you're making a living off of streaming.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, right?
That would be super cool for me. That's why I do. That's why I do this. That's why I sacrifice my time. I come, I sit here, and I do my best that I could do. You know what I'm saying? With the limited talent that I have. You feel me?
Yeah.
But if I rage bait you and you're watching this and you get mad, thank you, brother, because that's what I'm trying to do, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. The people hate you better than they love you.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
This Raja's, he's screwed, dude.
He's gonna have to probably. I mean,
he's fucked
with good lawyers, and if he doesn't have a past criminal thing, I mean, the problem with this is right because I got charged with aggravated battery before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but did you almost beat a guy to death?
No. Batteries.
Battery's battery.
Bro, all right, check this out. This is the difference between battery and aggravated battery. right?
All right.
A battery is I punch you in the face.
Oh, damn.
Okay? That's bad. That's bad. Assault, I spit on you. I threaten you. That's assault. I push you. That's assault. If I punch you,
battery.
That's battery. If I punch you and you blush, I break your nose, I knock one of your teeth out, I make you bleed, you know what I'm saying? I cause an injury to you, that's aggravated battery. Now that becomes a 3rd-degree felony punishable by 10 years in prison.
Fuck.
It's a serious thing. And I didn't get caught in 4K. And it wasn't, I wasn't live streaming it on the damn internet. There was no evidence. It was my word against their person's word. What's messed up about my situation is that I was getting jumped. And the person that I allegedly did the aggravated battery to started the fight with me. But they told on me. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't like the way that it ended. They were on the losing end of it. So they called the police on me and I got charged. But whatever. I didn't get caught in 4K. This kid got caught in 4K. That video is never leaving the internet. It's live stream. He got kicked off a kick, dropped the bag. That bag is fucked up.
Screwed up the bag.
That was $1 million bag he just messed up. You know what I mean?
And kick pays, bro. Kick pays good.
Kick pays, and when they ban you, they ban you. Like, you can't, it's not like you can go on your dad's channel now. Like, your face.
No, they got facial recognition.
Yeah, like, your face cannot even be on there. You know what I mean? So it's a messed up situation.
Oh, he's screwed.
Yeah, he needs therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Even if he gets out of this legal trouble he's about to be in, right? I don't see how he would have to go on a sorry tour.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, that guy's story makes it worse.
Yeah. Like, if he avoids prison time because it's his first offense, I don't know, but let's just say that doesn't mean he's not going to get 10 years on probation.
Yeah, for sure.
And that can become a vicious cycle of you always going back to jail if you don't get your life together and you don't get your life right. He's going to need a strong support system. He's going to need some mental health counseling to get his shit in order. You know what I'm saying? If not, he's just going to violate that probation, end up going back to prison. You know what I mean? It becomes a vicious cycle.
It does.
Yeah, let's move on from the whole Raja thing. Lil Nas X, I hate saying his name, dude. I think we should petition.
It's a disrespectful
for him to drop the Nas name out of his name. It's a disrespect towards Nas and the X.
All X's. XXXTentacion and DMX.
Malcolm X, all of them. Disrespectful. Take that shit off. Call yourself Lil Batiman. That would be a better name.
Better suitable name.
Yeah. I feel zero empathy for this kid. You know what I mean? He had the world by in the palm of his hands with Old Town Road, #1 smash hit in the whole country.
Banger.
International.
Facts.
International hit. He mismanaged his career, and he did it in a distasteful way. You know what I mean? He freaking came out with that video mocking Jesus, gave the devil a lap dance, like did all this horrible shit just to, you know what I'm saying? Just for attention, you know what I mean? And now he's walking down Sunset Strip, allegedly naked, with pink cowboy boots on, dude. And
saying, "Where's the party at?"
Yeah, looking for the next Diddy party, dude.
Come to the party.
Kid gets arrested, assaults 2 cops in the county jail. Now he's facing 2 felonies. He might have OD'd allegedly. And when I looked into it, it was like off of like THC. His fake OD was on THC. That's something his lawyers threw in there.
What the hell, dude?
Yeah, bro.
What? He didn't. Not OD. I overdosed.
That's what I read in one of the things.
I mean, for sure, it was either a publicity stunt and he's gonna come out with a new song, or it was real and he has a drug problem.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like pills.
I thought it was a publicity stunt for real until he caught the 2 felony charges. Once he caught the 2 felony charges, I was like, all right, maybe he really was bugging.
Yeah,
You know?
it's drugs for sure.
Yeah.
If it's real, it's drugs for sure.
Yeah.
You don't know, bro. If you're willing to mock God and do crazy things and make yourself look ridiculous online, you're willing to do a lot.
Yeah.
For like clout.
And a fall from grace, right? Imagine like your first song you ever put out becomes an international smash hit.
That's crazy.
And then you fuck it up and it all goes down the tubes, bro. Like what does that do to somebody's psyche?
That'll screw them up.
That'll mess them up. And it's all your fault. I don't know who told you that it would be a good idea to dress up as Jesus and give the devil a lap dance. Or
it would have been, he could have been gay and been an artist. There's plenty of gay artists that are amazing. And Lil Nas X does make decent music, dude. It's not bad. Like, you know, I like Old Town Road. I like Hey Panini. Don't you be a mean? Like, bro, it's good music. It's catchy. You know, I feel like where he messed up is doing all these publicity stunts. Like doing all this outrageous things like how you said. Yeah. And that's what really screwed up his career.
Yeah. Moving on, this weekend we saw Chimaev versus Plessis on UFC. It was uneventful. You know what I'm saying? We thought we were going to see two guys bang it out. What we saw was leg huggers.
Pause.
Leg hug. Yeah, true that. I didn't even see that coming. That was a well-deserved pause. But, yeah, it was a grappling fest. Chimaev totally dominated the guy. You know what I mean? I'm a big MMA fan. I can appreciate technique. I can appreciate grappling. But, you know, you wanted to see a little exchange of some
it was slow step.
Gunfire. Yeah, bro. You know, that crucifix thing he did where he held him down, was just punching him in the face with these light little pity-pat punches. You know, you can appreciate it as a fan. The casuals hated it. You know, I can appreciate two athletes getting in the ring to do combat and one imposes his will on the other guy for 5 rounds. To me, it's kind of like watching a no-hitter in baseball. It sucks to watch. It's boring. It's just strikeout, ball, strike, ball, strike, out. It's a boring game to watch, but it's still super hard to
do that,
achieve it.
Yeah.
And that's what Chimaev did. Now he's the new champ. And for that weight class, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. There was 2 spectacular knockouts before that, both by spinning elbow, which that's an anomaly in itself. You know what I mean? You had a parlay on that?
Yeah, bro. I would have won.
Yeah.
I would have won because I picked Chimaev for my last win, right? Now, I forgot the other 2 guys' name because I'm more of like a moderate watcher of UFC. Like, when I bet is when I watch it. Yeah. Or when it's like a main event kind of thing, like a big main event, like known names that I would know. But, yeah, dude, like the first one I won, right, with that spinning elbow. I was like, yeah, I'm up, right? And I was going to win 500 off of this. No. And the second one, I did not see that coming, dude. That was honestly, that's when I stopped watching. I didn't even watch the Chimaev one because it didn't matter. I already lost my money.
Yeah, I got you. All right, moving on. You saw in Florida we had that illegal immigrant truck driver who pulled a U-turn on the damn expressway. And,
Migrant.
Yeah, a minivan with a family in it from Miami and Broward hit the thing. They were unalived, unfortunately.
What a dipwad, dude. That's why. That's why these truck drivers need to read English, dude.
Yeah, I mean, there was a law. I mean, there's a million laws off the books. They were broken. You know what I'm saying? An illegal immigrant shouldn't be driving a damn semi. What the hell is he doing? Like, who's responsible for checking that? Like, what the hell is going on?
There's no Social Security.
Yeah.
How are you guys paying him?
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't read.
I mean, how scary is that, dude? You know how many times you'd be on the turnpike driving and a big ass tractor trailer like cuts into your lane, gives you almost a heart attack, and you're like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Final destination, dude.
Did a damn wind hit the trailer and that's why they almost hit me? Or, you know, I try to get away from those guys.
Yeah.
But imagine, like,
they're scary.
Yeah, that happens to you and you look and the guy doesn't have a license. The guy's not supposed to be in the country. The guy doesn't have no experience. The guy doesn't know what he's doing. You got these people for what? I don't know, man.
Cheap labor?
What's crazy is that the left is raising money for the guy. They don't want him to get deported. They're funding his defense. And it's like, dude, what?
Yo, that's why you guys are losing so much, dude. Because, it's not that all your ideas are bad ideas. It's that you go full throttle on the worst ideas. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, who thought, you know what? We're going to fund his court fees. This is a great idea. Yeah. This is going to help us with the immigration deportation. No, dude. You know, they're looking for their...
Why don't you give the money to the family of the people that got killed by the guy?
Yeah, dude.
That seems like a better place to put it at, no?
Yeah.
Logically, if you ask me. But, you know, what do I know?
Dude, they're looking for a beacon in the deportation of these immigrants, and they're not finding it. They keep choosing the wrong people. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And you remember a couple years ago, there was a Cuban kid who kind of did the same thing. He didn't do a crazy illegal U-turn and cut over the grass.
Yeah, but I don't think he was illegal.
He just didn't. He didn't brake.
Yeah.
He slammed the damn semi into a bunch of people, killed a bunch of people. And where was the outrage for him? Where was the support for him? No, they want to give him.
They threw the book at him.
Yeah, 1,000,000 years. Which whatever. You know, you do that, you kill a bunch of people.
Yeah,
negligence. You deserve what you got coming to you. But how come they didn't raise a bunch of money for him? You know why? Because he was Cuban, and Cubans have a reputation for voting red.
Yeah,
that's what I think. But who knows? Who knows? But R.I.P. to that family there. Cracker Barrel changed their logo, went viral, and there was big public outlash today. They changed it back to the old logo. When I first heard the story, I was like, yo, who cares, bro? Like, why is this shit in the news? Like, Bud Light did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was against Bud Light. Everybody was freaking shooting up the cans on streams, and nobody wanted to drink that shit, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. They cut it.
Yeah, but they really went out of niche.
Yeah, they had to go. Yeah, that's true.
They really went for something like, dude, come on. Yeah. Not your fan base.
Yeah. Then they just dropped the bag to UFC. They dropped the bag to Kid Rock. They said they were sorry. Everything's good. Everybody's drinking Bud Light again.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is just the same thing. Like, with all the problems of the world and all of our personal problems we live with every day and all of our goals we're trying to accomplish, who cares if some woke CEO idiot changed the damn logo of Cracker Barrel?
I don't even get why.
Apparently, people did care because they switched it back.
Isn't it a white guy next to a barrel?
Yeah, like, who cares?
Whoa, what's the problem here, dude? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who cares? But I guess it was a thing, you know, they did show a sign that
they fired that CEO.
That woke shit is not being tolerated anymore, which I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I personally don't care. You know, Cracker Barrel makes a good breakfast. I could appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them for letting you camp in the parking lot. If you got an RV, they look out for you. People that work there are usually really nice.
I care.
Yeah.
I care when, like, if I'm gonna eat breakfast at a place I've been eating breakfast at for years, and they go woke and they start putting like rainbow flags everywhere. Not that I care about the politics of it, but I care if you're changing an environment that
Target tried to do the same
thing in a normal way.
You remember Target did it like a couple years ago?
Yeah,
they had like a little
like little rainbow fest. There. Yeah,
and you don't see that shit no more.
Yeah, dude. Like I want shit to be normal, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just leave things the way they are, bro. Yeah. You know, I think, you know, if you want to change something, whenever you guys think, yo, you know what, let's make this woke and rainbow-tastic, I think you should open up a new restaurant, call it Rainbow-tastic, and then see how it works out. I'm sure it'll work wonderfully. And then let us come over there and change it and say, yo, you know what? We want to make this a more conservative establishment. You're going to be just as mad, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, bro. Facts. All right, moving on. The whole Trump signed an executive order today that burning an American flag will be a federal offense and you will get 1 year in prison.
I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm all about freedom, bro.
Yeah, I know, like, it's coming from a good place. You know what I'm saying? I personally, every time I see somebody on TV burn an American flag, I'm like, what a douchebag, bro.
Yeah, I get mad.
Yeah, like, if you don't like it, leave. If you don't like this country, leave. This is the best country in the world. This is the land of opportunity. It really is.
That's true.
There's no place better. I tell you, go look for another place as an American and tell me you feel better over there. And then if that's the truth, if you really feel like that, what are you doing here?
Exactly.
Go live in Gastonia or wherever the fuck
immigrant,
you think is
dude.
better than this. You know what I'm saying? So it is an ugly thing. I don't like it, but I do feel like it's part of your freedom, right? As long as I don't go up to you, grab your flag, and set it on fire, I didn't commit any crime. You know what I mean? If I go to the store, buy an American flag, and burn it, I shouldn't go to prison for a year over it.
Yeah,
but that's just my thing.
Yeah, I don't agree with it at all. I think people should have the freedom to do whatever they want. If you're telling me burning the American flag is gonna get me put in prison, that means I don't got freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? Also, it's a slippery slope, like you said on your show, right? Like if we can't burn, you can't burn the American flag. We can't burn other flags.
Yeah.
Oh,
or that leader of the Proud Boys, he went to prison for burning a Black Lives Matter flag.
Exactly.
But it was a state offense. It wasn't a federal offense. So I guess that's how they were able to do that shit. Apparently you can't. It was called a, what is that, a hate crime? Yeah, it was called a hate crime when he did that.
That's crazy. Yeah. And he's black.
Yeah. Afro-Cuban guy. But yeah, man, I don't like that. It's a slippery slope. Like, conservatives don't burn flags for the most part, but they were turning them upside down and flying them upside down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Saying that the country was in distress. You know what I mean? So, is that going to be another law now? Like
you can't put the flag upside down?
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
I mean, now in 4 years, another guy's going to come out and say, yo, you can't turn it upside down or you can't do that. Like, yo, it's my flag. It's my property. I'll do what I want with my shit.
And I could say and do whatever the I want, dude. That's what America stands for.
Yeah, I don't agree with that law. But I understand. I think from him, it's coming from a good place. Like, he doesn't like to see that. You know, people should be patriotic of their country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't agree with an executive order making that law saying.
Yeah, executive orders.
I don't think people should burn the flag.
Yeah,
but
executive orders never stick anyway. As soon as the next president comes, and if they're from the other side, they just change everything. They just reverse it with their executive order. So it's like, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Trump threatens to clean up Chicago because it's going. The program is
going. Clean up Chicago is a nice word.
It's going good in D.C.
Yeah.
They're actually making changes over there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, I think the Democrats got a big problem if it keeps on working. Right?
Yeah.
Like, if they clean up D.C. and make it beautiful, and they go to Chicago and they clean up Chicago, and they make it better for the people, the tax-paying people that live there, the people that are paying $3,000 a month for a one-bedroom apartment. Because Chicago's an expensive city, and it's a beautiful city. It's on the river. You know what I mean? It's one of the most beautiful cities in our country. It's just crime is high. You know, people are getting carjacked. People are getting armed robbery.
Chirac.
Yeah, people are getting fucked up on public transportation. You know what I mean? So, you know, if he's able to actually clean that up and make the majority of people feel safe, are those people going to be like,
people voting red, bro?
I'm not I'm going to vote against these policies because
I'm
walking my dog safe at night, and this is racist. So let's bring back the gangbangers and the shootouts and the carjackings because I feel safer that way. But that's how these people think, bro. You know, so they will never surprise me. You know what I mean?
Yo, you know what, though? That is how they think, and they probably still will vote blue. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, nah, I think, they'll probably still vote blue.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we're cleaning up Washington.
Yeah, for
DC.
sure.
Yeah.
I've never been.
That's the capital of the United States, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, it needs to be beautiful, pretty. It needs to be nice, welcoming, safe. Sure. I didn't even know it was unsafe. Dude.
Everybody who goes there says the same thing about it. Like, I've had family that go there, and they're like, yo, it's like beautiful. The monuments are beautiful. Like, I had a good experience.
A lot of history there.
But, like, 2 blocks away from there is scary.
Oh, dude, you see, I never knew that.
Yeah.
That has never crossed my mind. I knew Chicago was dangerous, but it's never crossed my mind that D.C. was dangerous because it's where the president lives. Like, I would assume, this is probably the safest places in the United States.
Nah, it's gully. D.C. is gully. Baltimore is gully. You know what I mean?
I did not know that.
They get busy over there. But, yeah, man, that's the end of the show, dude. We did all of our topics. We appreciate you guys listening. Hit the like, comment, subscribe button.
Yeah.
Check out Glizzy's solo channel if you're a big fan of Glizzy's.
Yeah.
Vice City Mafia. He streams on there, plays video games.
Talk shit.
Gives male advice and all kinds of other good shit.
Yeah.
All right, Glizzy. Peace.
Bow.
Later.